Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 84, day 3. So today we got ourselves some red Guild War day. Gonna be doing that. So we also got the Warlord class event for the Broken Spire event, of course. Pretty overall bad hero class, but he's a bit earlier on in the game. Nothing you'd really go out of your way for to like max level up, but nonetheless, it's still going to be free 25 gems like it always is. So at least we can go grab that. Aside from that, tomorrow, we're going to be having the bounty event, which actually shows up right here since that is one of the few events that does. However, the 2019 Lunar New Year pet, so of course we got the this year's Lunar New Year pet yesterday on Wednesday, the ox. However, 2 years ago was the pig. Because it was pig, then rat, then ox. So, yeah, 2 years ago, 2019, was the pig. So, we have the pet coming in for that. I'm not sure if we're getting the 2021 this year, but we did get the 2021 yesterday, and we're getting the 2019 one in 2 days from now. Not tomorrow, but on Saturday. So, we got that around the corner. But anyways, let's go do Guild Wars. Start from there. Let's see, how did our defend team do? Probably no win. We don't get enough fights to get any wins. We did get one win yesterday, though. We got a 0-1, a 1-2, and a 0-3. That doesn't mean the team's necessarily bad. It just means we have very few data points to go by. So, of course, this is indeed red day. So, I believe I use a Zugov team, so I'd probably want, what, 20% into something? It's definitely 20% into something. Let's see. 20% into 2 seasons. Let's start with that. And if we need to adjust it, we'll adjust it. I'm looking for Guild Wars. I'm looking for a fight. Oh, we did get XP bonus, so we actually can use that for some grinding today, which I did not do earlier. I assumed we'd get it on a more favorable day, ideally. Like getting it for tomorrow or for Saturday or even for Sunday would be the more favorable location to get it. I am looking for Guild War Red. Offensive, not defensive. There we go. Yeah, it is Zugov team. So, seasons... cleanse or seasons? The biggest issue is Entangle. Freeze isn't as much of an issue. But if someone's is if our first slot gets frozen. Doesn't Tidecaller have a flash freeze? Yes, freeze a random enemy at start. That's not too big a deal as long as it doesn't hit first slot. For the most part. I think we just roll with this. I don't think we need to adjust it. Let me just make sure Dragon Guard hero class is set correctly, though. So, obviously, triple damage burning, some extra red, +2 to all in first slots. Let's see, 20% extra skull damage or Firestorm. I'll go for the higher skull. Barrier at start, obviously. Fireproof. Wait, doesn't this already have Fireproof? No, it was the other hero class. This one doesn't naturally have it. And some extra attack in PvP. Also, do keep in mind, anything that says it only works in PvP, Guild Wars does count as PvP. So anything that specifically mentions that it only works in PvP does indeed work in Guild Wars, as it is considered PvP. There's only 2 locations that are, obviously, PvP, you know, when you go into the PvP tab, but also Guild Wars. They're the only 2 things in the game that count as PvP. So, we're not frozen on anything, which makes me assume his freeze hits Zugov then, if that's the case. We got yellow to blue, which does not have alignment, and we also have green to blue, which does have alignment, though I don't think we want to cast it yet. Now I do, because I want to get that 5 times over there. So we can take that juicy 5 times right there. We actually have the red going right back into it. Do we have alignment on this? We can. So we'll do this, which might seem like we're wasting our mana, but it allows us to do this, which then allows us to do this, which then allows us to auto-win so absurdly hard. No, we didn't extra turn! No, luckily you're frozen. Good job, Zugov. Could you imagine what Zugov would be like if it didn't have freeze? It'd be a completely different troop if it did not have freeze. It'd play so much differently. Also, let me make chat bigger so I can go say hello to all of you guys. Hello, Bill. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, Michael. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Robbie. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, John. Hello, Diaz. Hello, Barbara. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hope all of you have been going well. You went 5-0 with the same team. Yeah, this one pretty consistently gets About a 9,500 with no loss. Normally. Can still lose occasionally. Generally, if we're going to lose to Entangle. That just does not want to get off of us. Because this is a very skull-oriented team. Let's see. What's he using? Nothing too annoying. Entangle the first enemy at start about it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to check for. I guess we go Cleanse just in case. Because I don't want to deal with that. You can Doomskull through it. However, sometimes you can't get mana quick enough. Also, they're selling 500 gems today for 10 bucks. That's okay value. Yesterday, technically, it was 75 gems per dollar. This is 50 gems per dollar, which isn't horrible. But let's go into Guild Wars. Oh, yeah, we still need to go finish out the Warlord event, too. I almost forgot about that. We'll worry about it in soon. In a soon. Oh, also, I picked up Pure Leaf Iced Tea today again. I haven't had this for over a year. I was really craving it all of a sudden, and I was like, I'm gonna go get it. But, yeah, I'm not sure why. I was super craving it today. So I had to go out and go get it. Got a whole pack of them. They're really good. I got actually addicted to them during college because of flea marketing. They were just like a nice drink to have, and it was always at that one convenience store and like Wawa's and stuff like that too. So I was like, yeah, might as well. Actually, the very first place I had it at, oddly enough, was a Amish place. And I like saw that because they didn't have too many options for drinks, and it's like, oh, Pure Leaf Iced Tea, and I end up trying it. It's like, oh wow, I actually really like this. It's pretty good. Really heavy on sugar though, which is probably why I like it so much. It is way too heavy on sugar. Let's see. My concern with the skull is the Cascade. Because I kind of want to take this skull and skull distract him. But the big concern is his convert in that area. Alternatively, we could take a red, hope it surges. Wait, what's our plus on red right now? We have +2. If I take red right... Oh, no, but that gives him green extra turn. Does it matter if he's just going to skull distract anyways, for the most part? I kind of want it. And what's this convert again? Yellow to blue. Does not have alignment. So there's 3 moves here. This skull to right, this skull down, or red. Technically, there's other things too, like getting full Zugoff. However, if we search this red, isn't that full Zugoff? Of course it didn't surge. He did get skull distracted, though. Only unfortunate part, though, we do not have alignment here, do we? Nor does the Cascade really work out that well. I feel like I still go for it. This could backfire, but I think we go for it. Ooh. Let's see. You're not cleansed. We do have Skull here, though. Zugoff can reach full mana soonish. Let's take that for now. Zugoff gets his full mana. We kill out that. Oh, yeah, he has that Amarak thing. I think it'd be scary if it gets super lucky. As long as it doesn't get super lucky, it's not going to be that big a deal. But if it does get super lucky, we are very dead. Gosh, does he want to get any more of that summon? He's not really that frozen right now either, which is kind of bad. Hero's probably going to die here. We do have the other convert, so I guess we go for it. Yellow to blue. Green to blue is not aligned, but we should be able to get full mana here, and now it's aligned. Wrong one. Do that. Okay, do we have alignment on this? Please say yes. Good. Okay, we should be able to just win off of this, ideally. So that will die. That will die. Very unfortunate that he's not already dead, though. We'll kill out Amarak just in case. And I wish I had a convert right here. My concern with taking just a normal skull is he's going to summon. Yep. It's enough to kill, but I knew that summon was coming. It's a 35% chance I have a 100% chance. Let's see. I guess we just fill Zugoff very slowly. Seems like the easiest way to win at this point. Very glacially slow. Do I even take that skull? I guess so, just so he doesn't pressure damage to reduce our points. Do we have convert yet? No. Green to blue. At this point, I can just take another skull. No, he's gonna get a summon! No! Gosh, how many more summons do you want to get? I almost want to take this purple into brown sky, but then he might get skull. Yep, he did. Because we cannot get lucky here. Can't even get full mana here. Oh, yes, I can. Never mind, purple. I did not see the little purple. Okay, so do we kill the spider and hope the skulls land? Or kill the giant spider so we guarantee don't have resummon? I think we risk it. Of course we'd miss. Wow, that was awful. A single summon killed 2 of our troops. If that spider didn't get summoned, we would have had 4 troops survive. But that single spider actually killed 2 troops. Because our hero was already within 1-shot range. And he just kind of poked it. And then he killed the other one. How awful. Yes, you could use either or. I'm currently using this just because of the 40% reduction and the barrier at start. You have the Entangle for protection on the other one. However, there are quite a few things that don't work on Entangle. For example, this guy right here who has immune to Entangle. So you do have to be kind of careful and check on that. Because some people run immune to Entangle in first slot, which means Sunspear wouldn't get any reduction. I mean, yeah, Sunspear. Whereas Dragon Guard will always get reduction, regardless of what they're using. Okay, if you could not infinite us already, that'd be great. Thank you. We have a really good convert here, which should hopefully go straight into a win. Do I convert again if we don't have alignment? Yes. I mean, if we don't have extra turn on the board, and we don't, so we'll do that. We'll now go for... also, we got the Death Mark earlier. We didn't really get to use it, though. I kind of want to leave the blue on the board. Because it's the only thing that technically uses blue. We'll get rid of his high blue usage guy. Oh, no. He has the good bandits. Oh, no, he doesn't. Never mind. He still has stealthy on them. However, he has a 100% chance to summon bandits, of course. Because it's 35% chance, which means he has a 100% chance. As you can tell by the double bandits. What do we go for here? Yeah, 100% bandits are very annoying. Because 100% bandit can 100% into another 100% bandit. Let's see. What do we go for here? Until you kill the hero anyways. I hate every option. Absolutely all of it. I'll just take a brown, I guess. I don't need the mana, but I do not like every other option we have. It's going to be a very slow resummon-y battle, I see. As long as we get the win, though. Norbert's turnip. You're not going to go too crazy because you're feeding green-red. Which means you're feeding almost into nothing. And him converting into blue would actually help us right about now. I don't have any alignment for that. I almost kind of want to use this, get alignment out of it, and go from there. Let me do that after he does Norbert's turnip, though. So he'll do that. He'll do a couple of things. We then convert regardless of the board. Ah, but we're not going to have alignment, though. You know what? I think we take red. We'll take it through his skull. See what's up with the board. And then figure out what order we want to do. I guess we'll take the skull there. Do you have alignment? No. Do you have mana? Yes. Are you worth casting? Probably. Alright, let's make this work. So we do this. He'll summon 1 billion bandits. Okay, he now can no longer summon bandits. We'll now go kill that, and the bandits... There we go. Okay, he only wanted to do 100% at the beginning. He kind of chilled afterwards, which is good for us. I know, that 35% is very vicious. When it has that invisible 0 at the end for 350% chance. Another one with immune to Entangle. But this is why you can't necessarily run Sunspear for this team. It's better in some instances, but there's a lot of instances where people will run immune to it that you have to be cautious for. Also, did we just get frozen and cleanse immediately? I always love that. That metal can do it on turn 1, which is nice. It's one of the main reasons for using it. Because it's a good counter to Sunspear and other similar things. I was using Tide Color, but same difference. They both have Flash Freeze. We do have alignment. I guess we go for it. The only problem is our follow-up's pretty bad. Do I take red and hope it surges? Even then, it doesn't go all the way in. I think we just Zook off and get rid of something important like Truffle. That's what we did the previous match and worked out pretty well. Truffle's is such an important troop for that team. Because Truffle on its own could infinite loop us if we're not careful. Whereas everything else on this team theoretically can't infinite loop into itself perfectly. At least not as good as Truffle can. Even nerfed Truffle's still pretty insane when it wants to get lucky. And it's the AI, so you know it's going to get lucky. No, let's see. Can we get a good alignment here? Probably not. There's not enough blue. Still not enough blue. Oh, also we're silenced. Oh, then. That's rather unfortunate. Luckily, Zugoff's immune, so worst comes to worst, we get a Zugoff to win. Which, at this point, might have to be the way it goes. That is actually aligned. Zugoff, to go do winning things. There we go. He's going to silence us again. He didn't retarget first slot, though, so that's good. So we'll take that just so he doesn't. We'll take that so we can actually do something. And then we take this because poke, and he's dead. Oh, I could have just done that to begin with, but oh well, free mana. There we go. Okay, final battle is up against a Yagwe Queen Netanya team, but with Book. Interesting. Normally you run Flamer for something else, but he's running it with Book. That shouldn't be too bad. Gosh, why is everyone using Tidecaller in this guild? I'm not sure why this guild likes Tidecaller so much. Generally, Frostmage is better. And you can set as many of the hero classes you want, so theoretically you could run Frostmage every day if you want to. Those are normally some better options depending on your team. But Frostmage for Guild War defend is definitely better than Tidecaller. Not sure why they're all running Tidecaller. It's definitely a lot more important to have freeze spam than submerge spam. Bit of a weird choice. You know what? I should probably take this brown. We're not frozen on it, and he needs it for his converts. Both his 2 converts. So let's do this. Get rid of that. Hope that his hero gets hit, and we pretty much won. We'll take another skull. Do we have alignment, though? We actually do. So we'll go for that immediately. Trying to get a free skull here, and we do. And now all we have to do is get Zoog off the full mana. Is Purple Surge enough? No, right? Unless we have +2 purple, which I highly doubt. No. However, if we get into Cascade, it's enough. Though the chance that that happens is exceedingly unlikely. You know what? I'm going to take this red. Hope we have alignment. And then we just won. Right. Is that a win? It's some damage, but it's not a win. We're going to hit our skull +5 plus whatever our thingy is. +10. So that's 65, 86. That's not enough. It's 85 plus 65. I mean, 86 plus 65, I mean. Unless I'm missing something somewhere on the board. Oh, no, we have double skull poke. Hold up. What's the math on that? I think that's enough. That's 100 and math. Oh, wait, that's going to get... Yeah, it's enough. There we go, math. The very precise math of it's enough damage. By how much? Oh, we actually... yeah, those were some early slow battles there. Very unfortunate. But, hey, it still won them all. But yeah, first battle we lost 2, and a couple of those were glazily slow. We kind of got really unlucky with resummons. That giant spider really did us in, and that bandit one didn't really help much. Very unfortunate. A little bit bad luck there. But hey, no losses. Though a pretty low score for that specific team. That's normally pretty good. Let's go for magic and clear out our dailies. Only really good one here is those writs, and that's not even that good of one either. They give so few writs. They really need to increase the amount of writs that writ task gives. It needs to be at least like 50 or 100. Currently it gives 10. It is so minuscule. Almost might as well be 0. Let's see. We'll take that for now. Grab that. Get our explosion. Asylum Defiant, welcome. I'll grab that. Get our Phoenicia dead. After we clear out dailies, we'll go and give out a code, and then we'll mess with mess with the class event. After class event, we'll probably go do a little bit of the Warlord event. I think by tomorrow night we'll have all of it done. So this is probably the last night we need to do the Warlord event. I'm actually gonna double check. How far are we on it? We are. That's Guild Wars. Let's see. We are almost there. We're getting there. Let's go claim the 2 orbs now. Come on, double blue, right? Right? That is definitely not double blue. That is very much the wrong color. We've been on a very large orange streak lately. The last month. Let's see. Gosh, I hate when they have these common tradestone ones. Well, really, all the tradestone ones are kind of pointless, but tradestones are such a dead resource in this game. Which is kind of sad because you get tradestones from like every battle you ever do. Oh, also, that reminds me, that one dragon game that I've been way overly hyped for, they ended up delaying it, but we finally got official dates. March 12th to 21st is their next beta. All progress from the beta does carry over as well. And then the early access release is on sometime very early April, like first week April most likely. No exact date for that one though. But yeah, should be pretty good. And we'll go from there. We'll be playing that so much that week. Well, technically it's 9 days. But we will be playing a lot of that game during that 9 days. Not sure how much of it will be streamed, but definitely the first day or so we'll stream it a lot. Actually, what day does that fall on? I never actually bothered checking. What day is the 12th? The 12th is a Friday. That's very unfortunate. Though, if it starts at about the same time it did last time, the first beta started at 11 a.m. If we do the stream a little bit earlier, the Gems of War stream, we could probably get done in time for the thing to start. Oh, speaking of that, tomorrow's stream, we normally start around 10, and we will be starting around 10. But we'll be ending it a little bit before noon because I've been watching all the impeachment, and I don't want to miss any of it. And I believe it's starting at noon again tomorrow. It's been starting at noon every single day, so I assume it's still going to be noon tomorrow. I think it was. But, yeah, I've been watching that, so I do want to catch it. Let's see. I believe it's the only one that overlaps, though, into a Friday stream. I don't think it does next week's Friday. I sure hope it doesn't, because that's Vault Event next week's Friday. Not this weekend, but next week's weekend is Vault Event. We will be grinding that quite heavily, because we got Dust Devils! Dust Devil meta. Unless they somehow nerf it between now and next weekend, next week's weekend. It'll be the first Vault event where we get to use the super broken meta Dust Devil team. Oh, also, if you still want to go get an Iron Hawk, you got like 5 hours to go open some Glory Gem Guild and VIP keys. Because after that, it is going to be exceedingly hard to get them. The only 2 realistic ways will be wait for Donna event and throw down thousands of event keys, or wait until he's in Soulforge, which could be months upon months from now. But yeah, I haven't missed any of the impeachment yet. I believe tomorrow, Trump's defense team is going to start explaining how he has nothing to do with any of this. Should be interesting. I'm really curious what kind of logic they will use to try to explain. It should be pretty funny. Let's see. Do we even take this pet? I technically don't need to, but we already have magic set, so might as well. I need to be taken a little bit more often for the pet food. Though, based on what it seems like they're gonna do an argument based on the legality of even trying to impeach someone who's not even in office anymore, rather than any other angle. Basically just saying that the whole process shouldn't even be happening and arguing from that stance. Let's see if we throw that down. Do I think he'll be impeached? Well, he's technically already impeached, but you mean like fully again? Because they never did get him fully last time. But no, I don't believe they will. They won't get the votes. Do I feel like he should? Yes. Do I feel like he will? No. I forget how many votes they need for it, but it's more than they're ever gonna get. I mean, you know, they're gonna get less than how many they need, I mean. Or, you know, it's not enough. Let's see, I'll throw that down. Yeah, it's 2/3. They'll be lucky if they even hit 60. Let's see, I'll take that over. And then they're dead. I'll throw that down. I'm curious if anyone on the Republican side will actually try to run against him. Because theoretically, they'd likely still have the full process for picking a presidential candidate. Or will they just like say, okay, Trump's just our candidate, be done with it? Because there's definitely going to be at least like someone who tries running against him on the Republican side. Like, I highly doubt no one would. Though there's a chance literally no one would. There's a non-zero chance. How did you do in Guild Wars? We actually went 5-0, but we had a really bad time with resummons. So we only scored like 9,350. Which is still pretty good. But it's a little bit of a lower 5-0. Oh, technically, that's still good. A low 5-0 would technically be like 9,000 or so. So it wasn't that bad. But it's a team that easily could have hit 9,500. We had some really bad times with resummons. That kind of did us in a little bit. But anyways, let me go hand out a code. And then we'll go mess with the class events. If I could find where on earth my code is. Oops, I did not grab the whole thing. There we go. I almost gave you part of a code. Make it like a puzzle to figure out the rest. We grab this. Now we got the full code here. Put this over here. Put that there. Put that there. This is why I normally just double click on it. Because just double clicking on it highlights the whole thing. Alright, here guys go. There is the redeem code used on gemswar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over here is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with HBW. And give same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. There you guys go. And that gem key still has a chance for that mythic for 5 more hours. Actually, 5.5 more hours. But yeah, you get exactly 5 hours and 24 minutes until the Iron Hawk will be much harder to obtain. So if you want to still get them from Glory Gem Guild or VIP chests, you got 5 hours and 24 minutes until reset tomorrow. Okay, next order of business. Let's go to class event, which I'm pretty sure we can just run magic on. What team are we running? I already have it from the event video. Warlord class. Oh yeah, we're going to run Dawnbringer into Chompers. That makes sense. Okay, let's go do games. Go to the events. Where'd it go? Clash Trial. Alright, and let's go get our 25 gems. Alright, should be good to go. Hello, Tyrion! Welcome. Let's see. Using Snowy Owl, Vespera, Doomed Axe, and Finesse. It was disappointing. Yeah, Vespera is very kind of luck-based. I do not like her consistency for Guild Wars. I tried her for a couple Guild Wars, but I eventually stopped. She's not horrible, but I'm not a fan of her lack of consistency, which can get in the way a lot. And for something like Guild Wars, that is very important. The consistency of a team. And she's just a little bit too luck-based. Why did I not take green? I was literally staring at it. And then didn't... I was like actively like staring at it as if the move would take itself. And then didn't manually take it. 6 in 1 drop for what? The pet? I have gotten 6 or 7 before. There's been reports of 8. I'm not sure if anyone has gotten a 9 or 10. 10's the highest you could ever get. It is exceedingly ultra ridiculously rare. Not sure if anyone has gotten a 9 either. I know people have posted 8 on the forum, and the highest we've gotten personally is 7. Like once, maybe twice? I can't remember. We've gotten 6 a couple times though. And 5 at least a dozen times. Oh, what do we go for here? I guess we just poke a bunch, because I can't currently fill my weapon. Honestly, for these earlier battles, it might even just be worth going all Gob Trumpers. Because we wouldn't need to worry about the board at all to fill up our weapon. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. You got 3 Iron Hawks. Not sure if you'll make it the team, though. No class leveling. Yeah, unfortunately, with the 3 version, you cannot go hero class. Actually, with the 2 version, you can't go hero class either. You specifically have to use the 1 version of it to be able to use hero class. However, it's still nice to have the option of 3. The main instance where I feel like it'd always be better to run 3, assuming you're still doing like class XP and stuff like that. However, during a Vault event, which is next weekend, not this weekend, but next week's weekend, during a Vault event, it's a good idea to be running the super quick team instead. And the main reason for that is, of course, gnomes. The mighty treasure gnomes, or all the gnomes. But yeah, I am really curious to see how next Vault weekend goes. Now that we have a very, very broken farming team. Not like farming teams weren't already broken, but next level of brokenness. We're only one step away from the most broken possible team that could ever exist, which will never exist because there's no way they would ever do it. But we need a troop that deals like 5 or more damage to all enemies at the start of battle. And if they did that, you could win with a team of 4 of them the second you start the battle. You just start the battle, it does its damage, you win. So you could literally 0 turn. You could win before the traits even finish triggering. You would win just so automatically. They will never do that though. And that would be really funny if they did though. It would only have to be 5 damage. But if they made a troop, a legend or a mythic, that had deal 5 damage or more to all enemies at the start of battle, that would win in 0 turns. Technically negative turns. Like the battle wouldn't have even started yet and you would have won. They're never going to do that though. But that would be very funny. I kind of want to see what that would look like. Oh yeah, that's the main thing this thing is going to be used for. And XP farming. But Vault event's kind of the whole purpose of getting a bunch of the Iron Hawks. Because Vault event benefits the most from winning super quick, more so than absolutely anything in the game. The quicker you can win, the more gnomes you cycle through, which means more loot, which means more chance at Vault keys, more chance at high-level gem-related value resources. Because a lot of the resources from the gnomes have pretty solid gem value between the vault key itself and even just some of the other gnomes. Like how much glory you can get from glory gnomes and stuff like that. A mythic with empower would be kind of interesting. Currently, no mythic even has fast, let alone empower. Currently, no mythic has a mana start ability. Some of them can, obviously, off a half mana start and stuff like that. But none of them naturally have a 50%, 75%, or 100% mana start. It would be kind of interesting to see it happen. Particularly a 50% one that doesn't require another troop to 50% off of. Because currently there are several that can 50% start, but they all require specifically using another troop. None of them naturally do it. It would be a pretty cool mechanic. Because theoretically it's already possible. It would just be specifically attached to the troop instead. So it wouldn't be that broken. There's already plenty of mythics that can half mana start. These require another option to do so. But none of them can standalone half mana start currently. Definitely be something that will eventually happen, but no mythics currently do. But we'll see in time. But if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. And we'll make sure to do so. And we're on round 3, so we gotta get 7 more battles, then we get our 25 gems. And the rest of the time, I guess we'll maybe mess with a little bit of dust level. We do have that little bit of EXP bonus. Might as well utilize it a bit. Might even do it a bit off stream too. But I'm pretty tired. I almost feel like crashing. Well, our gyros are... gosh, yes, it will make me hungry. Though I am kind of stuffed right now, so it probably won't make me hungry. The reason why the stream started late was because I was eating salad. I'm not sure why, but I feel like a third of the times we are ever late, it's because I'm eating salad. I eat salad at a very slow pace, but it's also because I make rather big salads normally when I make a salad. Like, it normally takes me like over an hour to eat it. But it's definitely not like a smaller salad. Like, normally when I eat it, it's like the only meal I eat all day, so I make it rather big. Also, I've been getting back into salads again. I kind of always eat them here and there, but I've been getting back into like daily salads. Still been trying to lose weight. I gained too much during pandemic. Way too much. Also been exercising a lot more again. Even been doing Ring Fit Adventure, though I've also been doing the treadmill thing. We should do a Ring Fit Adventure stream soon. I don't think I've ever done a standalone stream for it. We've thrown it once into a multi-stream before, but I don't think we've ever done a standalone stream for it. It's a pretty good exercising game. Yeah, dental surgery the other day, so you won't be eating solid food for a while. Aww, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Oh, I could never live without lettuce. I use lettuce on like everything. They work great for sandwiches. They work great in just a salad, obviously. There's quite a few things that you can just put a little bit on and boom, it's better. It's one of those vegetables where its flexibility is almost endless. I even put them in omelets. Whenever I don't have anything else, like mushrooms or something else, I'll literally just put it in an omelet and like, oh yeah, that's close enough. It's one of those vegetables where there's almost no wrong way for it. Like its synergy is just like flawless with almost everything. What do I even go for here? We need take that for now. That won't be enough to kill unless we find a skull. I guess we go for it. All the little pokes. Okay, now if we could just find a way to do 3 damage. There we go. Jello shots for days. Yeah, I had to stop eating solid food for a small duration after getting my wisdom teeth pulled out. I think it was only a few days until I really could again, though. Wasn't that long. Because I gave painkillers for, I literally used like half a pill the first day, and it was like, oh yeah, it's fine at this point. Generally try to stay away from painkillers. Let's see. Take that for now. Grab a poke, grab all that. Get a... I actually want that skull first. The only issue here is we're not using a stun, are we? Actually, we are. Can I get him skull distracted? I want to give him a skull. Gosh, why didn't he take the brown down? I could have gotten a skull. I'm trying to bait him into doing a skull, because if we do, we get him stunned off a Titan. There we go. Took a billion turns, but now if we kill him, he doesn't resummon. It might have seemed like it took longer doing it that way, but that was actually quicker than killing him and killing the thing that summoned. There we go. And there's our gems. And a little bit of gold to go with it. Okay, I guess we'll go do Dust Devil a few times. Get our Dust Devils in there. Got 100% extra XP bonus. Might as well get that little bit of XP grind in. It's been a while since we did Explore 12, though. This thing's kind of been distracting us from doing Explore 12. Not necessarily a bad thing, though. But we do need to get around to it more again. Wearing a lettuce leaf as a mask, that's pretty funny. Also, why am I taking any moves off the board? We're using Dust Devil team. I actually got full mana on him. Kind of forgot what kind of team we're using. What's my favorite ice cream? I don't know, there's so many good ones. Soft serve or hard? As far as soft serve, it's definitely a vanilla orange twist. As far as the harder ones, probably cookie dough? Got your second Possessed King today? Yeah, he does a lot of explosions. You can actually get 5 explosions if you're using hero with it. 1 from your hero, 2 from each, and then 1 other troop that just carries the battle. That's a lot of mana. Which I don't think I've gotten it, but I have seen footage of it before. I think I still only have 1 Possessed King. I'm not a fan of using Possessed King, so I'm like, I'd probably barely use the double Possessed King. It's definitely pretty good, though. I'd rather have more Iron Hawks. All the Iron Hawks. It'll be funny if we randomly get another Iron Hawk at some point. 4 Iron Hawks! That's obviously not viable, though. 3 is quite literally the max. If there's anything beyond that, you won't have another option to even cast immediately. Which would make it go glacially slow in comparison. But yeah, so the game plan for tomorrow then is we'll probably start around 10, which is in about 13 hours from now. And then we'll go for about an hour and a half tomorrow morning. Which means we might split up Bounty Hunter a little bit. We'll probably go till about 11:30 or so. That is the game plan. And then tomorrow night we'll do our normal Guild War stuff. Hour prior to now tomorrow as we do every night. And we should also be able to get the major orb for World event, most likely. Or it might be ever so slightly short. Yeah, 2 Possessed King's a lot of explosion. But you can get a lot of the same value from using a 1 Possessed King with Hero with Explosion. Because that's 3 explosions at that point. There would be a bit of a noticeable difference between 3 and 4 though. As well as 4 and 5 if we would use 2 Possessed Kings with a Hero. That's basically a furnace number of explosions every time you take an extra turn. If you had 5 explosions. From Hero plus 2 Possessed Kings. And you combine that with a Storm, you just go crazy. That's why am I taking moves? It's such a habit whenever I see an extra turn on the board, like, oh, I need to go take that for value. And it's like, nope, not with this team. I probably lose a few minutes per hour with this anytime I do it, just because I'll be like, oh, let me go take stuff off the board. Oh, you enjoyed the last Fall Guys stream? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. 2 times crowns. I hope they do it again sometime. At this point, I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming it again until next season, though. Unless a really good show comes out. They actually added some Lunar New Year skins today. It was 2 monkey skins. They're pretty cool. I didn't bother using them to get, though. Oh, also, I played a couple of rounds earlier today. I actually beat a 3,000 crown person in the game. There's only 2 or 3 people in the entire game that have 3,000 crowns. And we actually beat one of them today. On Hexagon. It was off stream, though. I was running a few rounds earlier. I feel like every day I've played like a few rounds of it. They're pretty quick. Like each round takes like, or you know, a full cycle of rounds takes like 8 to 15 minutes or so. Let's move it down. Yeah, what troops weapons have Doomskull Storm? I'm not actually sure off the top of my head. If I'm not mistaken, one of the 6 Doomskull converting weapon thingies has one. And is one of the better ones for it. I think it might actually be the purple one, isn't it? But, yeah, I have no clue. I actually don't know off the top of my head. The easiest way to check that would be to go to Terran's World and type in the name of that perk and see how many come up. I feel like it's only a few. However, I can't name a single one. I know the number's really small. As far as weapons that do Doomstorm. And it's even smaller if you count Doomstorm plus creating skulls. Because I think there's 1 or 2 Doomskull weapons that do a Doomstorm but don't actually create skulls. Which would be a lot less effective, obviously. Oh, so hello, Simon. Do you have contact details, like email? You've developed an upgrade to the Puzzle Quest battle system that you're interested in looking at, if you're interested. Interesting. I have an email hooked up to the channel. I probably should change it, though, because I like almost never use that email anymore. But if you contact that email, I'll get to it. But I should really change that email, though. That shows up there. Because I very rarely check that email unless I'm specifically looking for an email from there. Which is kind of bad because I think my Steam email is set up through that email as well. It's kind of funny because it's actually not the email associated to this YouTube channel. Yeah, I need to adjust that at some point. But for now, sending it there should be fine. Yeah, Doomscythe, I believe, is the strongest thing with Doomskull Storm. It's one of the reasons I like it. There's several reasons why it's good. It's a Doomskull creating weapon that has Doomstorm. And Archmagus can one-turn it to full mana. Those two factors make it an extremely powerful weapon. And it's why, of the stronger ones, it's the one I probably use the most. There's three I feel like I use the absolute most. Purple, green, and brown. And I feel like purple's the one I use the absolute most. It has a lot going for it. At least in the current state of the game. Though likely into the future as well. My meta, or the most meta, or at least what I feel is the most meta version of Rowan, utilizes it as well. It's Archmagus with Doomscythe, followed by Rowan, Leprechaun, Mirage Queen. That's the one you normally see me do if I'm running like Vault Keys, or even just running Explorer in general, you know, the Quick Kill Explorer. Or the other Quick Kill Explorer, I should say. Because obviously this is now the Quick Kill Explorer. It's gonna feel weird. Rowan's actually slightly less used now, isn't it? It's still gonna be used for quite a few things, obviously. But, as far as quickest win for Explorer, it doesn't have that title anymore, which feels kind of weird. The fact that we likely won't be using that team as much. We'll still be using it for quite a few things, like low-level factions, stuff like that. But as far as for Explorer, unless we specifically had a task that said, hey, go kill like Explorer 2, 3, 4, or 4, 1 to 3, 2, 3, or 4 for like a weekly or something, we wouldn't really need to bring it out for too many other things. But anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, we'll probably wrap up for now. You went against a person in PvP with 2 Zugofs, 2 enraged Caradares. Oh gosh. Fully traded and fully medaled. Fully medaled too, wow. Wasn't an easy battle. Yeah, obviously that would be easy battle, but that is quite a flex. That is a super flex right there. But yeah, some people RNG upgrade mythics. I personally don't want to do that. I'd rather upgrade the smaller stuff. But what some people do is they use their resources, and instead of just spamming them on all the smaller ones, they'll just try to upgrade their mythics, like, you know, the actual good ones. But no, I'm upgrading all the smaller stuff first, mostly because of how kingdom upgrades are set up. We will eventually need to have 20 gold medals in a kingdom, which means you're going to be needing to use a lot of that lower rarity ones to go do that. Maybe on April 1st. Ha 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 ha. I'm not sure if we have any joke planned for April 1st this year. We'll see. I think the funniest one we ever did was when Bone Dragon was nerfed. We did a Puzzle Quest 1 joke with it. That was ages ago, though. We're talking like April Fool's Day 2016 or something. Or 2017. Checkerboard lore event team? What was it? What was the team? I'm looking back in chat. I can't see any codes. Maybe YouTube blocked it. Could you post it again? I do not see any numbers. I think YouTube might have blocked it. Because I don't see any. I don't know. Where do you guys see the team? I'm looking through it all and I'm not seeing any code numbers. I scrolled through almost the entirety of chat. Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh gosh, that's way far back. Found it. Okay, let me go get this in. Oh yeah, I'm in a battle. Well, now I'm not. Okay, let's see. Mirage Queen, Phylactery, Inferno Machine, Tome Robber? Oh, I see, because of Skull Spam. Interesting. And you kind of just let Enchant get up. It could work. And you probably have the gold build up by then to go do the robber as well for full value. But it could work. I feel like Phylactery is just slowing it down a bit though, given the manas. Like if you want to use Phylactery, I feel like you would use it in last slot just so it doesn't block as much. Because you'll probably still be able to get a cast off, but it also won't block the mana for your other two. Because once you cast Phylactery once, you're pretty much good to go. And if the battle's still going on, it's just going to block your mana. So if you want to use Phylactery, I think you use it in last slot. It might make it slightly inconsistent where it wouldn't necessarily get it to cast some battles. But it'd be a lot less in the way. But aside from that, yeah, it seems like it would work pretty well. We'll be finishing it out tomorrow night. Getting those last battles in for it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. We'll be back tomorrow in 13 hours from now. We'll be doing all of Bounty Hunter, or at least a good portion of Bounty Hunter. And then we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. That is the game plan. Bounty Hunter is not the only thing we're going to be getting this weekend, though. As I mentioned earlier, we do have the new, or not the new pet, but the 2019 Lunar New Year pet. We have that coming in on Saturday. So don't forget about that on this Saturday, because it'll be a while before you can get it again. At minimum, a whole year from now. So do be mindful of that. I don't believe we're going to have a chance to get the 2021 this year, though. Unless they're going to do it for money only or something. But yeah, we have we had the 2021 or 2021 one yesterday. And a 2019 one this Saturday, but I'm not sure we're getting a 2021, unfortunately. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. We'll catch you tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your weekend.